Pioneering an entirely new digital ecosystem often leaves early adopters vulnerable to rapid technological aging, making a critical evaluation of the 2017 Volvo XC90 and its aging Sensus Infotainment system absolutely vital for today's second-hand buyers. Powering this generation is a robust 2.0-liter turbocharged and supercharged inline-4 engine that generates a solid 316 horsepower alongside 295 pound-feet of torque. This mathematically dense engine is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission that directs power to all four wheels, allowing the heavy vehicle to sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.5 seconds. The foundational architecture provides an immense 858 liters of cargo space behind the second row, ensuring that mechanical and digital complexity never compromises the ultimate utility of a premium family hauler. Looking at the exterior design, the aesthetic remains remarkably timeless, utilizing a highly aerodynamic front fascia optimized for engine cooling and wind resistance reduction. The bold grille and the defining Thor's hammer headlight signatures give the vehicle a commanding presence, while the standard 19-inch alloy wheels provide a thick sidewall that protects against severe urban road damage. Stepping inside the cabin, the minimalist environment relies heavily on the central 9-inch portrait touchscreen, which houses the much-discussed Sensus Infotainment system. Because Volvo decided to integrate nearly all physical buttons into this digital interface, including the heated seats and the climate control temperature sliders, the processor speed of this specific model year becomes a major point of scrutiny. On paper, and according to widespread ownership data, the early generation processors in the 2017 model exhibit noticeable latency and slow boot times, particularly during cold morning startups where the driver must wait several seconds before the screen becomes responsive enough to adjust the cabin temperature or input a navigation destination. While subsequent software updates from the dealership have marginally improved the stability of the system, the hardware limitations mean it will never match the smartphone-like fluidity of newer models. Despite this digital aging, the rest of the interior materials, including the genuine matte wood trims and the standard leather upholstery, hold up incredibly well against daily family abuse. The safety technology remains world-class, featuring standard autonomous emergency braking and run-off-road mitigation that continues to provide flagship levels of protection. Evaluating the driving dynamics on paper reveals a chassis focused on predictable stability, utilizing a double wishbone front suspension and a composite leaf spring rear setup that delivers a plush and isolated ride quality perfectly suited for long-distance highway cruising. Ultimately, while the slower response time of the older digital interface requires a certain level of patience from the driver, the underlying mechanical strength, safety architecture, and timeless styling make this vehicle a highly practical and secure option on the used market.